Hey guys, it's me again, Slime Dragon, reacting to another death battle. And as I promised, Viz is back with me for this death battle reaction. Say hi.
Ghost Rider.
But yeah, as you could probably tell, we're voting for a Ghost Rider to win this one. And I got the video pulled up here, and all I can say is that I'm definitely looking forward to this one more than the last one.
Same. I wasn't even excited for the last one, and then this one's it's gonna be peak. It's gonna be
Yeah,
peak.
yeah, I wasn't really too that big on Kratos versus Asura. I was only somewhat excited simply just because everyone else wanted it. So and I was just mostly just happy that everyone got the seeded death battle they wanted. But other than that, I'm definitely more interested in this one. Hoping that Ghost Rider can get the dub on this one. But anyway, that's pretty much sums up our thoughts. Let's gonna start the video right now and get right into the reaction.
Yeah, if Ghost Rider doesn't win, I'm not doing another one of his reactions. Just a heads up.
Alright guys, you heard that. So let's hope that Ghost Rider pulls through. Here we go. It's 2D! Is it 2D animated? No way!
Yeah, this was part of the. I did watch the trailer. It looks so good.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
No, it's still Pixel, but Joker versus Giorno, if that has anything that doesn't, if that was anything, I know this death battle is going to be good.
Chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson.
Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and got enough Wampa fruit to save him. Johnny turned to the only thing that could: chemotherapy.
The devil.
Oh!
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto.
Why is it that in most hero comics the solution is obviously the devil?
Live up to his name right after.
Because the devil's
Giving up Johnny's
strong.
soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into hellfire. An undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hog. The fifth scariest Nick Cage performance. Stuntman from hell. He
Won't be the
called
first
himself
scariest.
The Daredevil.
All of them.
Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
I think his scariest is from Face Off.
Ghost Rider.
Sure,
Makes
we
sense.
definitely didn't forget that we named a character the same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad news for Earth sinners and scum.
I just really find it funny that he doesn't like Daredevil simply because he took the name.
Earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Yeah.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body. His whole arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barbed right out of his mouth.
Bro, the Ghost Rider is so
Imbue
cool,
other
dude.
objects with hellfire.
I love him.
Oh,
He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. I'm gonna be so sad if he loses.
across the universe in seconds.
If there was any superpower I could have, Ghost Rider is definitely top 10.
Released from his
It's so stupid, but so amazing at the same time.
I was not expecting that GIF. I don't know why I forgot that GIF was part of this fucking episode.
Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look, the Penance Stare.
The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work.
So would that mean that Danny is technically the strongest Ghost Rider? At least from my understanding. I don't know too much about the other Ghost Riders.
There's some stronger ones, but Danny's pretty This is pretty up there.
Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is 2 souls in 1 body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Ah, classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat
Bro,
to
some of these
all
Marvel
realms.
characters are making the Flash look
Hyperbole? Think
insignificant.
again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power
Yeah.
of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth, a sort of heavenly Black Ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the great
Did they ever clarify that?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Eh.
entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos
Oh, what's your stance on Mephistos?
It's cool.
All right.
got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause
Is he-
omniversal
Is
Armageddon.
Mephistos really a comic punching bag on the same level as Thanos in some cases?
And Galactus is fighting
I don't
all
know.
of Marvel's infinite
I don't, like,
multiverse.
pay attention
That's the
sometimes.
Kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. Good shot.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
'Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
This battle is
He's so
sponsored by Robin
cool.
Hood Gold.
Do not care.
If Al Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the US Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big
I still can't believe that that wasn't just the movie thing. That is just straight up what this creature looks like.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised how surprisingly accurate the Spawn movie was.
I've never watched a Spawn movie. It looks fun, honestly. I'm gonna give it a watch eventually.
It's like that corny type of enjoyment. Like
Yeah.
Naked Lord of the 8th Circle of Hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's blood.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you saw her. Now,
Don't you just love loopholes?
No.
Yeah, yep, you got to sell her, alright. Yeah, it just happened to be way in the future where your body is already decayed and she moved on.
Yeah.
now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard.
Not as cool as Ghost Rider.
Spawn would violently defend New York.
He's still really
City
fucking
while
cool, though.
He is cool.
of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
Is the Flash even special anymore at this point?
No.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malebolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself...
That's hilarious.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no, like that's terrible. Like you can't make yourself look better, but in a completely separate race from what you originally were. Like, no, don't get me wrong, that's terrible, but I can't help but laugh.
yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling like that that gets you a throne in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead
Like, I could just like imagine like there's like a scene in the comics where someone is like when they're talking about ghosts and someone is like, what are they made of? Ectoplasm? And someone is like, no, that's stupid. They're made of necroplasm. Get it right.
Fucking idiot.
body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your
Oddly
evil
specific
greed
that
out of
it's
it.
400
Basically,
pounds of
walking
it.
on Earth, Spawn feels all
Yeah.
of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
Though
Where have we
Spawn's
seen that
necroplasm
before?
comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited
Nowhere.
amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as
Nice.
befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also,
What? That's crazy.
It's hard as hell.
It's literally the apple. That's sick, dude.
with the souls of a million sinners, including every one of hell's victims, also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even
So basically, Doctor Strange's coat, but better.
A little bit. Definitely
Spawn
cooler.
beat the
Yeah.
primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own... how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed.
Wow.
Fucked up.
Is he actually this stupid? Like,
Fucked up.
like making like the deal with the devil, like that's one thing because like he was desperate, so like he didn't think too much about it. But that's, dude. I mean, like I would probably think about doing it, but it doesn't mean I would actually do it.
Until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we
How
are,
would you
good
do
as
that?
new. That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
What?
Bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Balbosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his
Wow, he literally only chose him because he literally would not say no.
Spawn marched down to hell
Yeah.
and ripped Balbosia's fucking head off with a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the Tree of Life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful
Awesome,
enough to create
dude.
and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can instantly brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Hey,
Oh,
he
it's
may
Pete.
still be Spawn, but at least he's human again. At least.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the fight. Oh my god, I don't know who's gonna win. It sucks.
Bro, yeah, like not gonna lie, going into this, I thought Ghost Rider was gonna sweep, but after, it's honestly a lot closer than I thought. But I'm definitely rooting for Ghost Rider. You ready?
This
Yep.
battle is
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through.
Hey,
They
Fortnite.
keep doing this, dude. Every time there's a character they cover that's in Fortnite, it's literally always the first clip.
It's a good fucking bit.
I know. They've done this 3 times in a row now.
The combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
Oh boy.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
Ah.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
What's that in the top corner?
The time limit.
Oh.
Remember, Spawn's like he has a time limit.
Right,
Essentially.
I got it.
You've earned your damnation.
Up.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker.
The truck, dude. When I saw that, I was hoping he would transform it.
I'm so sorry. Go back for a second. Go back where like you see like the truck point of view. Pause.
Is
You
that?
see-
I see it.
Okay, well, that's it. All right, keep going.
I'm so happy you noticed that.
Be damned.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
Oh no, he transformed first.
Zarathos took control.
Oh no, he transformed first. This is awful.
Don't lose hope. Yeah, transforming first isn't always a sign that they lose.
It's a pretty big one though. It happens like 99% of the time.
The vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Wait, but since Spawn is technically part of a divine creature, that means he is capable of killing him.
Al Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
Wait, he said that in the global death battle. Does that mean?
I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Is it? No.
Shh.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry, gang, but I'm gonna blow my brains out. I'll see you
No,
guys later.
No, don't say that. No, bro. No, the moment he said that line, I knew it was over because that was the exact same line he said when he finished off Lobo, and I was like, they wouldn't have had him repeat the same line if it didn't mean that he was about to lose.
Keep going. I gotta see how the fuck he like. I'm so sad.
A battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream
True.
power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal.
True, Ghost Spawn could do all that things. I didn't think about that.
His invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the Penance Stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
Yes, he
There was
did do
nothing
that.
Ghost Rider could do
That didn't
to
cross my
overcome
mind.
it. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the Penance Stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the Penance Stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the other hand,
Oh.
actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost a
Aw, dude.
massive power.
Yeah, Ghost Rider is only plus far stronger, while Spawn is more versatile, can regenerate from anything Ghost Rider does, multiple ways to bypass his immortality. Dude, like, they did mention that he literally rewrote all of reality to undo his unexistence, but that didn't cross my mind. Like, Ghost Rider was powerful, but he couldn't rewrite reality itself, merely just strong enough to put it in jeopardy.
Advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time
Alright,
on
next time.
Death
Oh yeah, this one.
This one.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Not that really excited for that one, but dude, this death battle, though.
It's not my favorite, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah, I'm upset that Ghost Rider lost, but it was definitely a very good one. But yeah, I'm definitely rewatching that on my own time.
It was so good.